Big Boy's Neighborhood. Ladies and gentlemen, he is back in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
it's a pleasure to see you, man. Welcome home.
How you doing, bro?
Kevin Hart. I'm doing well, Kev. How you doing, man?
I cannot complain, man.
Man, the struggle is real, huh?
I can't complain.
Yeah, you really can't.
What can I complain about? I can't complain, Big. I'm alive. I'm happy. I'm healthy. My family's healthy,
Go
brother.
ahead now.
I got nothing to complain about. I'm back in the neighborhood.
Yeah, man.
Y'all still open the door for me. What I got to complain about, man?
Man, let me tell you, bro.
that.
Yeah, the door isn't open. Our door is off the hinges for
Yes,
you.
it is.
That's a good
You
sign.
know what I'm saying? Best believe it. And I'm glad that you called me back and gave me your new number.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You know, I was hitting your Hotmail address for the longest time.
Yeah, man.
You got a
didn't get my
Hotmail
beep?
address. Yeah, I never got. That's the thing, Big. Are you still? You
Yeah.
don't have your two-way no more.
Nah, man.
You got rid of the two-way page.
I gotta beam you my information,
Then that's
man.
where we went wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
still on your old device.
Yeah, when you see
Yeah.
T-mail or something like
Yeah.
that, then you know.
Yeah, that's honestly where the miscommunication
Okay,
came.
all right. Well, thank you for keeping it real with me, Kev.
Yeah, well now that I know that you've upgraded your phone and that you're with this generation.
Yeah,
now,
you should have known that
yeah.
when my messages would pop up blue, but that's okay.
Yeah,
man.
well that's the thing. That's it's a miscommunication, bro.
Okay,
Let's
well,
agree to disagree.
you know what?
So bigboy@hotmail.com.
That's
Delete
not
that.
me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Delete.
No
Done.
wonder
You delete
good.
that.
Done.
The AOL and all
That's
that.
it. That's done.
Yahoo.
Completely over. Yeah.
Got it.
I'm not on the
AIM
Yahoo.
Messenger.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because I was chirping you for the longest.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, that's what I'm saying. I don't have that device.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
okay.
saying?
All right. So you
Yeah.
don't. So you're not with Nextel.
No, I'm not
That's
with
gone.
Nextel. And I'm going to tell you, man,
Got
at
it.
one point I did put some power on it and I heard it and I thought that it was Cardi B.
No, that was me.
Yeah. Oh, that was you.
That was me. Chirping you.
Yeah,
That was me
okay,
chirping.
my bad, brother.
But I got it now. I got
All right,
it.
Kev, I got to ask you this question and get
Ask
this
me,
out
brother.
the way.
We here to talk.
What do Kevin Hart got coming up?
What do I have coming
Let's
up?
get this out the way. Let's
You
get
sure?
This, yeah,
It's a
let's get this
list.
40
How much
minutes out
time
the
do
way.
we have?
Exactly.
You want to start off with this?
Yeah. What
What
is
do I
going
have
down?
coming up?
Yeah. All right. We
well,
already know the Irresponsible tour.
Irresponsible
Going
tour.
on.
That's going on right now. Of course, that's always a priority. Stand up comedy is what I love. That's what I own. My entity. So there's a high level of priority that goes into that. Tickets available. KevinHartNation.com.
Go ahead now.
Outside of that, my production company, Heartbeat Productions.
Yes,
now
sir.
we've expanded to the point now where we're employing anywhere from 30 to 40 people. And it's about becoming partners with the movie studios now. So we're releasing our first movie underneath the Heartbeat Production umbrella, which is Night
that
School.
Night School? Oh.
Night School is
Yes.
With Tiffany Haddish.
yes, written, developed by Heartbeat Productions and partnered with Universal. Tiffany Haddish came along, started the movie with me, along with a slew of other amazing actors and actresses. But it's the first step in the business of being a partner. So when I say that, understand what that means. That means no longer being a work for hire. It means doing things with the studios, and we
Jesus
agree on best
Awesome.
business.
And we did
for us.
Soul Plane together.
We did. That's
And
when I
the
was
MTV show
That's when I was a
together.
work for hire. See what
Yeah,
saying?
I'm
That's-
still a work for. Well, I don't get hired, but I'm still working.
Either way, but
Yeah, but this ain't about me.
Tomato.
Please, man. My
It's
sad
tomato.
story. I don't want to put that
Yeah, we
burden
don't need to
on you.
Put that in the air.
Yeah, make you all depressed.
Outside of that, the new move is developing content. Developing movies, television shows to be distributed worldwide, along with these studios that are doing big business.
And I hear also, man, you got your own radio channel.
Yeah, Sirius
Sirius?
Satellite, Laugh Out Loud Radio,
And Laugh Out Loud, man. Even just what I
yeah.
would see on the app, Kev.
Laugh Out Loud.
It's like a whole television channel.
Laugh Out
just
Loud is
on
my
the,
network as well. So I
Yeah.
have Laugh Out Loud, the network, which is a network that I
and
partnered up with
produced and
Lionsgate.
shot well.
We're about to basically be a subscription-based network and eventually compete with the Hulus, the Apples, the Netflixes. What's
about
our destination
movies,
for
man?
comedy? Yeah, we're going to do
What
that
you got?
too.
What I'm talking about? What other movies you got that's coming out?
Coming out, so you got Night School. I'm about to start filming a movie called Fatherhood. There's another movie called Guilty. Another movie called On the Run. Then another movie called My Own Worst Enemy. Those are my next 4
That
to
you're
5.
shooting.
Yeah, that's what
lot.
we're
And
that's what we're
what's in the
slated now.
can, editing and coming?
Secret Life of Pets 2.
Oh,
That's coming. And also we're doing an animation called Lil Kev that we're doing now for Fox that we're working on the final touches for.
That's right.
Yeah, we're doing.
is that going to go like alongside like Bob's Burgers and like Simpsons and like that whole like animation.
Well, nothing. You're never gonna do with The Simpsons.
Right.
Well, it meant like on the same like.
She's not.
It's
low
What
key.
do with the Simpsons?
No,
It's Kevin Hart.
I meant like on the same
That's
night.
not what
They
I
have
meant
like
by
a.
that.
No.
I
She
think-
talking about. She tried to compare this
Wow.
thing,
I know what
this
she
little
was
thing
saying,
you're
but I
doing.
felt like your tone was different than what hers was.
No, because she was like, "Is it like The Simpsons?" I was like, "Dude, no."
Hers was definitely coming from a place of just trying to figure out where it would
Yeah,
go on
and
the
I was just
platform.
being like
yours
real,
was like a high level of doubt. Now, if you piss me off,
No, not a high level of doubt.
I'll make sure it gets
hilarious.
to that place.
Please
That's
put that in
funny.
the irresponsible tour. Put that
no,
right
that's not
that
a
in.
joke, big.
It's not.
That's joke. Do you don't think that I can jump into this animation world and really put my stamp on it? If you make me mad, big, it'll get a high level of my attention. And when I put my attention on something, big, there's only one goal at hand, and that's to accomplish the goal.
Okay, well, whatever
Still
it
not better
is,
than The
I would
Simpsons.
like to see us do that together then.
No. See, you doing it again, big. You're
No, I
very
mean,
good.
I would like to, you know what I'm saying?
You're very good at you. It's like it's weird because
Yeah,
when we
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about something and you throw these things in there that include yourself.
Yeah.
And I never agree to it, but I catch it.
But
every
we
time
should
do it.
though. I mean, if we gonna go ahead and together, I feel like we
Well,
can
maybe
champion
that's
the
just a
Simpsons.
conversation that we have after I'm done talking about everything I'm doing.
Okay, all right, go ahead then, Kevin.
You know, so outside of the
Because this sounds like a whole
animation-
lot of Kevin Hart.
Well,
Yes,
you
it
asked,
does.
and I'm telling you.
Okay.
You know, I was inspired to actually start my Laugh Out Loud serious channel from you.
Oh, wow.
I hope not.
Yeah, well, no, I'm serious. Just watching what you've done with this platform, how long you've
And
had
not
it.
take full advantage of it.
Listen,
Like, you know, big, all the blood, sweat, and tears that you put in for the man and not for yourself. You know?
I said,
Like, big, if your check stopped today, you ain't working.
no.
You know what I'm saying? If iHeart want to get rid of you today,
No,
you ain't got no
that's
radio
not-
rock star shit.
No, that's not what I meant, big. I definitely see your point of view, but that's
Right.
not what
Okay.
I'm saying though. What I love the most about it is that within everything that I do, everything should feed something. It
Right.
should all eventually wrap into a circle. So from stand-up comedy to movies to the digital network to now radio to now production, just all of these things can feed one another. Even from my brand partnerships, you know, the radio stations can feed the brands can feed the movies can feed the stand-up comedy. It should always continue to
And
grow
then your
and go.
social media is bigger than television
Going crazy,
channels.
man.
You know
that's
what I'm
always
saying?
been crazy. But that's the direct connection to your fan base. That's
Yeah.
the one button click that allows me to say and respond.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, I always have an outlet. You know, it's stand-up comedy.
And you speaking
with an
it
audience.
yourself.
All the time.
As opposed to us telling the story.
All the time. But it's a gift and a curse as well.
Right. Why-
Social media,
and
you
why
gotta
do you say
understand.
that?
Well, social media is the gift and the curse because you can't compete with social media. You can be yourself on social media, but social media can take whatever opinion they decide to make of whatever something is
Yeah, man.
and run with it. And the thing about the internet is that the internet can spread like a fire.
Yeah.
It's actually worse than a fire. You know,
Yeah.
when we had the fires out here in LA, they were spreading over 300 acres. Like,
Mm-hmm.
shoosh, you're looking at New York being on fire. That was the equivalent to some of these fires where they were. The internet is worse than that because when something is said, it's taken and it's gone.
Yeah, and then we don't even come back and say, "Oh yeah, we put the fire out.
It's-
We were
no,
wrong."
there's nothing. There's
the
nothing.
bad stuff go, and
Stays.
and then the retractions don't even
There's
make it. It's like
nothing.
It never goes away.
Screenshots.
It's like on the internet, you forget what the definition of people are because of the internet. You forget the definition of a human because of the internet. So that's one thing that I think as the internet continues to grow and as social media platforms continue to go and get bigger and bigger, we'll ultimately come back around to and we'll say, oh, wait. We're still people. Right now, we're not even being people. We're forgetting the people portion
Yeah.
of life. That's why at my shows, I take the phones away.
Yeah, and Facebook just actually had a brand new commercial where they talk about that, about how they started off as just like people connection, and then everything got in the way, and now they're trying to retract and they're trying to bring it back. To
100%.
Yeah.
The reason why at my show, so many people ask, Kevin, why do you not allow the phones, you know, at your shows? Why do you not want people on their phones? Well, what I found is that people are so intrigued by that moment of recording. People are so hell bent on getting that moment of mobile recording that you miss what's actually happening.
Yeah.
You think you're not missing it because you're recording it. But in you looking at the recording that you're getting, you're missing the live
Yeah,
moment.
man. And I always wonder,
That's
I'm like,
all the
man, are they
time.
really going to take that home and watch
No,
that?
nobody watches it after.
Yeah.
It's about the moment. Now, keep in mind, it's a double-edged sword. Because I get why you want that moment, because those moments feed social media, which feeds this generation, which I'm very much guilty of being a part of and being on. But you got to also be old enough and mature enough if you remember the times when we didn't have it. If you remember the times when you went to shows and you watched the show
Really enjoyed
and
them.
all you had
Yeah.
was the beeper or
Going
the
off.
phone and it would go off, but you enjoyed the show and afterwards whatever calls you had to make, you had to make. But today's generation, we don't feel like there's a minute that can be missed
Yeah, man.
without this. So I've decided to take us back to the point where this wasn't the priority at the show.
Yeah, you only got
2
so
hours.
much attention that you can pay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
truly do. And
Man.
people walk away from these shows blown away. And not only that, what people don't understand is I do stand-up comedy. What stand-up comedy is not music. Music
Yeah.
you can hear over and over again.
That's what I say, man. They,
You can hear
in
that
concert,
song.
they want you to perform the hits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you Drake, do this song
all day. You can hear it all day.
When you put a joke in
people-
the atmosphere.
If you post my goddamn joke,
Yeah.
and I go to city number 5, 7, and 8, they heard it. That joke ain't good because you heard it. There's no shock. There's no expectation. There's no punchline. People are so you're already on it because you've already seen it. So I kill the.
How long have you been doing that?
I mean, how long have my tours been successful?
Wow.
There's never been phones at my tours.
Really?
Name one. Name one that you
Yeah,
saw.
'cause we never
before
see any
before the special
footage.
comes out.
What do they put him in, like the pocket protectors or something? How
No,
do they?
you get kicked out the show.
You just say, don't pull out your phone.
No, I ain't doing no pocket protector. If you told me you was gonna put my phone in the pocket protector, I'm gonna rip that pocket protector open, or I got 2 phones. Here you
Right,
go.
yeah,
Take
yeah.
this one and
So out of
I
respect, they
got you.
don't.
Life hack.
That's awesome.
Out of respect, the crowd just, you say, could you
Well,
please
now
not?
it's gotten to a point where people understand what it is coming into a Kevin Hart show. Going to a Kevin Hart show, we know that there are no phones. We know that this isn't. So people are cool about it, and people now actually enjoy the fact that you're sitting and laughing. And yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. I put a lot of blood, sweat, and energy and effort into this tour. I spent a lot of money on my production. My production is expensive. My production. I don't just have a microphone. I don't got a curtain. I got a production. There's bells,
Fire.
whistles, lights, explosions. There's a bunch of stuff going on. Hey man, you better look at this.
Yeah.
Y'all better see this,
I
man.
didn't spend this for nothing.
I'm not spending this money weekly for nothing. I'm trying to constantly uplift
And give us
my
a
craft
moment, an
and
event.
give you something else. That term comedic rock star is not just a word. It's real. I'm combining rock and roll with stand-up comedy. With stand-up comedy. When you see rock and roll, you go to a rock and roll show, you leave that show not only entertained, but every moment of that show was
Yeah,
crazy.
man.
I'm trying to do the same thing for comedy. And if you go and you look back at all of my tours, from What Now to Let Me Explain to Laugh at My Pain to Seriously Funny, they were events. They weren't just shows.
How do you name a tour? What is the irresponsible tour?
Everything goes off my life. Everything goes off my life. I can go down, and once again, it's a trajectory of my life. All right? My first special was I'm a Grown Little Man.
Yeah.
Watch how all this wraps up. I'm not saying that I'm a genius. But just
Right,
look at it.
yeah.
Okay?
Follow along.
We should say it.
Yeah,
Like, and if we
I'm
don't,
not
we
saying
kind of
it.
hate.
Yeah, I'm not saying it, but if you don't say it after this, you don't like me.
Right, go ahead.
I'm a Grown Little Man. The reason why I named that special I'm a Grown Little Man, this is when I first started doing comedy, and everybody assumed because of my voice, because of my apparel, the way I dress, the way I move, I was little. I didn't know.
Like this
they didn't take me
kid and
serious.
this- yeah,
they didn't
right.
take me serious. Fresh, he's new. He doesn't have it. That whole special was about proving that I'm grown. I'm a little man, but I'm grown. This is my first step into showing you that I'm serious about the craft of comedy. I'm a grown little man, okay? After I'm a grown little man, now everybody said he got lucky. Oh man, that special was funny, but everybody get lucky. He ain't gonna do it again. You know, within this world of fans, of people around, there's doubters, there's naysayers. But I was trying to tell people, no, guys, seriously, I'm funny. I'm serious, guys. Seriously. I'm really funny, seriously. Name of my next special is Seriously Funny. It wasn't an accident.
Right.
Now at the Seriously Funny, now I got a following. Now I got some people that's actually like, yo, he got it. Now I go through my first real moment of hardship in my life. Mom passed away. This is when me and my ex had our battles with things that we went through. And this is just with life in general. Just financial woes up and down. Just new dad not really making the money the way I want to make it. Laugh at my pain. I'm going through some pain, but you know what? I'm gonna get a world a chance to laugh at it. Laugh at my pain. Now after laughing at my pain, I beat all that, left that in the dust, man. Yeah, life is better now. Ooh, movie's coming. Uh-oh.
On the screen.
Got some money. Hey. They starting to call me a star now. Well, it's about time. It's about time y'all see it because I've been working hard on it. Now, Kevin runs into some more dumb things. Kevin does some stupid stuff. Let me explain. Let me explain. Hold on. Let me explain what happened. I know that y'all just laughed at my pain and we went through something and over the years y'all saw me grow. Let me explain what just happened. The titles went with that special. Now after Let Me Explain, everybody goes, what now? What now? What are you gonna do now? Let Me Explain, the special was so dope. He sold out Madison Square Garden 3 times.
Killed it.
The tour was crazy. They say he set records. It was the biggest comedy tour ever. What now? What you gonna do now, Kev? Name the special, what now? I did a football stadium.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do a football stadium. I'm gonna do an even bigger tour, and this time I'm going all over the globe. I want to touch the continents. Can I go across the globe and be myself? What now? I show that. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Boy, it ain't gonna get no bigger than this. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin, not again.
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, God. Kevin, at the highest point in your life, Kevin, you display the most stupid level of irresponsibility. The most stupid level. And here's the crazy thing. Not just the debacle that happened with me and my marriage and the relationship and all the stuff. Just stupid things. I was doing stupid stuff because I was so busy. Stupid things. I'm just being irresponsible. Forgetting to pick my kids up from school. I forgot twice. It's a true story.
Right.
Oh, God.
2 times. Wasn't even doing nothing. I'm home.
Man. Oh, man.
I'm home. Where the babies at? It's 4 o'clock.
Right.
Oh, my God.
You ain't picked the babies up? God damn it. I'll be back. I'm coming, son. Where you at? I'm cool. Everybody's here. I thought you was just late. No, I forgot, son. I'm be honest.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Irresponsible things, man. Even with the crew, with the tour. You know, our travel, leaving certain people out of the itineraries, not connecting the dots with the companies, the hires that I had, not securing people in their positions by communicating. As a person that was growing, I got so much on my plate. I wasn't being irresponsible with the position that I was standing on. I was literally just focused on so many different things. I'm not putting the pieces to the puzzle together properly. Irresponsible. My communication with my dad, me and my brother, and the things that we're handling, purchasing properties and buying things and really asking myself, do I need the things that I'm buying? Irresponsible. The names coincide with my life. Everything coincides with what goes on in my life. The beauty of stand-up comedy and the beauty of the greats, the ones that have achieved the highest levels of success, they open up. There are no secrets. When you really go look at Pryor, you really go look at Murphy, you really go look at George Carlin, you really go look at Seinfeld, go look at them. Go down the list of the greats. Go to the kings of comedy. Go really look at that special when Bernie Mac opened up about the kids and the sister on drugs and him taking. Those aren't funny. That's real life. That's making a decision to talk about real life. I'm an open book.
Genius.
Yeah.
You did that. You explained that very well.
You didn't have to say that.
Personal friend. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least you are, you are to me.
You are very much a personal friend.
And Kev, I'm going to tell you, man, when I did see the irresponsible scandal or whatever that broke out, as someone that cared for you, I was like, damn, what the F just happened? And I felt like, why was it so important for you to kind of get ahead of what we were about to see?
Man, you know what? That was just more of me. That's me being me. You know, like I told you, the internet is, you're never going to beat that monster. You can't compete with that. That's just me doing that because I want my wife to understand that I'm taking full responsibility for it. And the people that look at me and that look up to me on so many different levels, I want you to see that right or wrong, I'm still going to be the same guy, and I'm not going to be a hypocrite.
Right.
You know, what I ask for in my professional business, what I ask for on a daily basis is we're as good as we want to be. But if you don't want to be great, and if you can't take accountability for the things that you're doing that aren't making you great, you're never going to get to be great. These are things that we talk about on a regular.
How do you tell your wife and your kids? Because the public is one thing. How does Kevin Hart talk to his wife and his kids about what happened or what they're about to see?
Oh,
and
that's
how
a long
far,
conversation.
Really?
That's a long conversation with the wife.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Long, rough conversation, too. That's one of them days, you know, when you're afraid to go home.
Yeah.
It's like when you get in a whooping
even
in
though it's
school.
your house. Yeah, I ain't going on.
It's like it. And whatever those consequences are, you got to understand you brought them on yourself.
How long before we know, like when you see it, maybe this is about to hit the public? Is it a day, 2, a week before you start feeling like something was going to happen?
We knew. We talked a while before. It was brewing a while before. And we talked. Before I did that, we were
the actual
in
video that we saw. Okay.
We were in our conversation mode. We made sure that our house was okay before that happened. And it took a while before we got there, but we got to a place of, I don't like it. I don't agree, but this is about to hit the fan, and you are still us.
And you guys already started putting your armor on as well as a family.
Yeah, you know, this is where you got to take your hat off to my wife, not you as a you people, me. Just, you know, that's a tough seat to sit in.
Yeah.
Regardless of anything hitting, it's a tough seat to sit in. When you're dealing with a man that's in the spotlight, when you're dealing with a man that's, you know, on a high level of success, you're going to get things thrown at you all the time. And as a woman, to deal with those things at the level that she dealt with it and still love and still, it's a true testament to her character.
Yeah. How does a Nico not read the comments, or do y'all not?
That's us just being, she's solid up here.
Exactly.
That's me making sure that you're intact up here. But that's years of also understanding. That's years of also knowing what negativity is.
Were you afraid of the public opinion, the court of public opinion?
No. I care less about that. Care less about that. The biggest thing that really hit was my daughter. Oh, my daughter had to sit down with me.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter, a teenager now.
Yeah.
Daughter just turned 13. Yeah, man, that little girl on the internet. That's the biggest one outside of my wife. Because after the talk with my wife, then it's the talk with my daughter. So, you know, you got 2 of those moments. And there's a lesson to be taught in it as well. You know, when you're talking and you're dealing with your kids, there's a big lesson. And it's not just his dad wrong, his dad 100% in the wrong, honey. I'm just,
and you had
being
an
a
open
man
conversation?
about it. Yeah, I'm being a man about it. I'm facing it. And your dad is still your dad, and I'm gonna love you, but you have every right to feel the way that you feel. And I now have to work on making you feel better. My vow is to not make you feel this again, honey.
I heard that.
So you gotta like when, and here's the funny thing though, and this is where the comedy side of it comes in. You live in such a crazy world of false reality and entertainment because you move the way you move. Everything seems like it's perfect. You're invincible. Yo, you pull up at a spot, they don't have valet. All right, yo, somebody, I'm gonna leave it here.
Yeah.
Am I good? You go into a mall. No. What do you want? We're gonna stop. We're gonna get it and we're gonna bring it out to you. This world that gets created because of your success is a world that if you get caught up in, you believe.
Yeah. It's
So now
it's
you
a hell of
out.
a drug to be on.
You out and you in the streets. You partying and hey.
You believe it?
Hey. Man, we cool. We out here. You got the bottle in your hand. Oh, I'm good. Ain't nobody watching me. You forget where you are and how you're viewed. And when you forget, that's when you get hit. You get hit. You get hit hard. And I'm telling you, I say this, man, and I'm so serious about it. Maturity hits you at a time when you're not ready to be hit for you to really understand what it means. I now understand. This is the hardest I've been hit.
Yeah.
Hardest I've been hit.
And at the time that you got hit,
Oh my
and
God.
the way you got hit.
Oh my God,
you
it was in
know?
my kidney.
Yeah, and we could sit here, but it was self-inflicted too.
It's on me.
Yeah.
On me.
How did you go from How did you know you were going? And not get past it, because I'm pretty sure that you.
No, you didn't know
guys
you
deal
were
with
gonna get past it.
But how do you get back out in the public?
Well, there's never
Because usually people hide and they,
that's the difference in me and I think everybody else. I'm not consumed by perception. Mm-hmm. I'm not consumed by that. Like it is what it is. You know, I don't live for what you think. I can't control what you think. I'm not gonna live my day to day to say, hey, you still think that?
Yeah.
What can I do to make that?
Thought go away.
You're not behind this door that I gotta walk in and sleep at. Mm-hmm. I got 5 thoughts that I need to be concerned about on a regular. It's my wife. Mm-hmm. That's Heaven. That's Hendrix. Mm-hmm. That's Zoe. Mm-hmm. It's my brother and my dad. 6. Mm-hmm. Those are 6. Those are my 6. That's my nucleus. Those are the 6 people that I gotta go, hey man, let's talk. Let's make sure our foundation is right. After that, then it's my friends, my closest group of friends. Plastic Cup Boys. Yeah. My guys, we 15 years in. Guys, we gotta get through this. And we getting through this means, hey man, I'm now making a decision to get off this track and go on this track. With me saying that changed the way we all move.
Does Nico, your wife, does she feel a certain way about your friends too?
No, it's not the friends. It's just me.
I heard that.
No, certain.
Before we wrap up,
I got certain no-fly zones. Certain no-fly zones.
Before we,
No. You're not going there no more.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Rightfully so.
Right. Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
I shouldn't be.
Before we do wrap up with this, man, I do want to give I see that idea. You look like you were locked and loaded.
Yeah.
So
Get that female perspective.
This female perspective, because honestly, like I was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I was hurt because I admired how much you put I feel like it was kind of like picking a scab on a wound.
Yeah, but here's the toughest thing with 98% of women. Mm-hmm. Women live through emotion. Mm-hmm. And emotion really clouds reality. Okay. And as women, you know what the divorce rate is. Mm-hmm. I know with friends, family,
and just with
people
conversation,
just in general,
and with conversation with your boys too.
How many couples have levels of trials and tribulations in a relationship? People forget. Only thing that's different from me is I'm a star. Mm-hmm. I'm a star. Mm-hmm. What separates my trial, my tribulations? What separates my relationships, ups and downs? There's no separation. It happens. Not to say that it's right, not to justify it. It happens. So the strong people survive it. The ones that choose not to survive it, that say I'm done and move on, they move on. It's that simple. But you have people that are now living in my past when my wife and me are moved on and gone.
Right.
So you still have women, and you got to ask yourself, if you are one of those women that's like, I can't stand him, he did this. That's your problem. Mm-hmm. Not my problem.
Yeah.
That's your problem. Like when you go, I'm hurt and I'm so bad, and you should. Okay, I get it. But then when you see me and my wife months later and we move on and we're happy and we with my son and whatever, that means something amongst us has been corrected and we're okay. Mm-hmm. So when people still live in the past of people that you don't know, you're now caught up in a false reality of investment with strangers. I'm a stranger to you. Mm-hmm. My relationship isn't going to change your life in any way, shape, or form. The sad part of reality is that the sun shines in the morning regardless of what you say.
Yeah, man.
Nighttime comes.
You seem to have a really good idea of when you were kind of explaining, like, you get caught up in this false reality of people, of a world that people created for you, of giving you, they take the valet, and I got this, and I got the bottle in my hand. Did you know that, like, how did you come to that realization of that was part of, I guess, maybe the downfall, or like, what helped you come to this new space of realization to where hopefully you don't make these same mistakes?
The realization is that what can really be taken away. Okay. Like, okay, here, like for example, you have tons of people, right? This thing is, you're talking close. It'll be close to a year since all this stuff happened before you look up, right? Mm-hmm. People are so afraid to discuss things. There's entertainers that go, yo, big, I ain't talking about that. Don't bring that up.
Yeah. Oh,
don't, hey, chill on that.
Yeah.
Because it's it didn't happen. It's something that you're hiding from and you don't want to talk about. I don't care. Mm-hmm. So when you talk about the realization is just what the biggest drug in the world is. Okay. It's not cocaine. It's not heroin. It's not Molly. It's success. It's fame. Because that's something that not a lot of people will ever get. Not a lot of people can say that they are successful from a financial perspective. Happy success is different from financial success. You can't prepare yourself for financial success. Because financial success now puts you in a position to get things that you never thought you were going to get. I blew my first piece of money on throwback jerseys and Air Force Ones. And fitted hats to fit the jersey. I can't find one of them goddamn jerseys right now. But that's the first piece of money I got. I'm out here. When you see these younger guys and they in the videos and they got the money and they hold it up to their air, I don't look down on them guys. Because
that's their time right now.
I just got it. This is what I want to do. This is their first piece of financial success. It's not until you've been in that world and you've lived that world and you've comfortable in that world that you then go, oh my God, I can't believe.
Hey, Kev, this isn't your business, but just listening to you speak, what would you say?
Very well spoken, Big.
Thank you, my brother. It was.
Enjoying it.
What would you say about Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian with the public?
That's their business.
Right.
I mean, the public is always going to take, spin, manipulate. Okay. I'm not going to. Who am I to say something about it? I'm the last.
Right.
I'm the last nigga that can have an opinion on that. That's it.
But
you talk about the one piece of advice that shouldn't be out there.
But to get through.
Yeah.
That's up to them.
Yeah.
That's up to them. That's literally, we don't know what their relationship is.
What worked for you won't work for everybody.
We have no idea. Me and that man are two different men. We have two different relationships. We as people on the outside don't know what's on the inside. We can disagree wholeheartedly with what happened and what went on, and we move on from it after that. There's no control. We don't have any control over that. You have an opinion.
Right.
And your opinion can be expressed however you want, but at some point, when do you realize that your opinion is just an opinion? You're not going to change whatever is going on over there.
Kevin, Hollywood Bowl.
Yes, sir.
How many times in your life in Los Angeles have you been caught in traffic to the jazz festival?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As an MC.
I'm talking about a soul comedian by himself.
Why the Hollywood Bowl and why that number?
The history behind it. The history. If I'm chasing history, if I'm chasing greatness, I'm trying to do it at the highest level possible.
What does that roar sound like when you walk out in Philly to 50,000 people, or when you walk out to 10, 15,000 people every night on the Irresponsible
The
tour?
best feeling in the world is taking these big arenas and making them as intimate as possible. That's the best feeling in the world. How do I make an arena feel like a comedy club? How do I make people pay so much attention that at times you can hear a pin drop, and when they laugh, you can hear the biggest roar ever? How do I do that?
Have you ever been on stage at the Hollywood Bowl for any other reason? Like walked out?
Yeah, I've been a part of a show that hosted, 8 to 9 other people, and I was a blur in the moment. I was something that wasn't remembered, but I remember watching people that were remembered. I went to go see Maxwell.
What's the
Oh my gosh, that was so good.
I went to go see Maxwell Hollywood
amazing.
Bowl.
And you remember that moment?
I almost cried.
Think
Maxwell
about
almost
like
made me
my
cry.
first time going to the Hollywood Bowl was Kanye West. I'd never been to the Hollywood Bowl. This will be a lot of people in LA and surrounding areas that had never been to the bowl for any reason. So that will be with them for the rest of their lives when they pass by. Like, dude, I saw Kevin Hart there.
Yeah, it's really, you don't look at these things when you're in it. But I'm such a visionary. Shouts out to Irv, because that's a word that he uses a lot.
Irv Gotti?
Yeah,
Yeah, you got that from me.
Really,
Go ahead.
I really understand what it means, the definition behind it. A visionary is a person that sees things beyond what they are at the moment and what they can be. This isn't about the show on June 7th. This isn't about that particular moment. It's about the story that comes behind it in 20 years. I'm creating a story. I'm creating a comedic moment that will be talked about for years to come. When I think Eddie Murphy, and you think Delirious, you think Raw, you think these specials, I dare you to talk to an old person that was at that show in Washington, D.C. when Eddie came out with the red leather on.
Yeah, man.
They talk about it as if it was the best thing ever. And if you weren't there, we don't know what you was doing, Jack. It was me, Murder, T-Roy. We all went. We had on the suits with the black. I remember when he told, it's a moment. And when people tell those stories, you're in awe of those moments. That's why I love talking to these older
Does it still feel good to you, Kev, or are you used to it?
Best feeling in the world. Best feeling in the world. Nothing is better than laughter. That now and always will be my vibe.
I love it, man. I'm loving this moment that
Can't
we have in
wait.
here, and I can't wait to see you walk
Yeah.
out on
Well,
stage.
brother, I
man.
can't wait for you to see me
Yeah.
when I walk out on stage.
I love to see you get down.
Ultimately, look, man,
Great
I
venue.
love making people laugh. LA, this is me once again chasing history. Get there, be a part of this moment. And when I do these interviews, sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes it does. You now live in a world where it's cool to have an opinion.
And there's so many,
Yeah.
especially with social
It's
media,
cool.
just the opinion of how many people can just get at you directly
It's-
on your screen.
it's
like,
cool to have an
everybody's a
opinion.
critic. Kevin Hart, genius.
Yeah.
What does your relationship with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, man? What does that
That's
mean?
my guy, man.
Yeah.
That's my guy. We are not only close, but we are each other's inspiration and motivation. That's what I love.
Do y'all talk like life things as well?
100%. 100%. When stuff got rocky, me and DJ talked. He was like, "You're the strongest guy I know. I know you'll be okay." But he said, "This isn't the second or the opportunity to be the cool, strong guy. You let your guard down and you be real and you make sure that house is intact. The people that know you, and the ones that love you, love you." And when he said that, it's something I already knew and processed, but you do get to see what your real surroundings are. You get to see the ones that look at you like, ugh. And the ones that's like, come here, man, what we here. Just, it's going to
And
get
he was
rough.
that
It's
guy.
going to get rough, but hey, it happened.
You have a great franchise with him. And then is there another ride along coming with you and Ice Cube?
Me and Cube
as
are
well?
close too. Me and
Damn.
Cube are close too, man. Me
And with
Cube
that
are-
being said,
what's going on? No, Big, this isn't.
I want to ask you
Big,
something real
this isn't.
quick.
Big, this is an opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a picture of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Okay.
Nice pictures.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And this is a picture of Ice Cube.
Ooh, he looks
Which
threatening.
you have been in movies with both of them. I'm going to
Okay.
hand these to you. And
Those
I'm
are your
just going to
homies.
ask you just a couple questions.
I don't
Alrighty.
understand why you feel this is necessary.
It's very necessary.
Both of
Alrighty.
these guys are extremely close.
And I want you to just hold up the face of who.
But Big,
Alrighty.
this isn't. I
We're
just-
not telling you to kill one
You're
off.
good.
Yeah. Well, we don't know yet. Yeah, we don't
sorry.
know.
You're gonna live.
Don't jump the gun.
Go ahead, Big.
Alrighty now. Who, if you got into a bar fight
Yeah.
and you had to have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or Ice Cube with you, who would you choose to help you in a bar fight?
In a bar fight?
Yes.
I'm going Cube.
You going with Cube?
I'm going Cube.
Why not that big
Yeah.
monster that we call Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
We gonna win the moment. We may win the moment. But we don't know who we dealing with. And the threat of after that moment people coming back. I think with Q,
Right.
we prepared.
The battle,
Yeah,
that's
we
the
prepared
war.
for both.
Yeah, the battle
we
and
prepared,
the war.
Yeah,
There
we
we
prepared
go.
for both with Q. I'm going
Alrighty,
with
I
Q.
got you.
Yeah.
Between Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or Ice Cube, you're on set, it's early, it's long day.
Yeah.
Who would you flick a mint into their mouth? Who needs a mint?
Who needs a mint?
Yes.
break.
All right, that's tough. Well, I'm gonna put up both, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, alrighty, go ahead now.
Cube, Cube smoke, and those. If you smoke and drink coffee, that's a concoction for the
Right.
shit mouth. If you don't,
Yes, sir.
if you don't get on it, if
Yes,
you don't,
sir. Mm-hmm.
if you don't deal with that right away. DJ is heavy in the gym. Protein shakes.
Yes, yes.
And meal preps.
Yes, yes.
Those meal preps be bland.
Yes.
And some of those protein shakes don't have sugar, salt, nothing. So bland with bland is ass.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Smoking weed and drinking a little
Coffee,
something,
coffee, yeah.
is shit breath.
this shit mouth.
And over here, meal prep proteins with
Yeah.
bland with no salt in it and everything.
Ass.
That is ass.
Ass.
All
Yeah,
right.
this is just ass.
Who's better on set? Like you enjoying it? You can't wait to get there. Just who's better?
That's tough
Yeah, but
That's tough. Okay. Cube is great on set because Cube is beyond prepared. People don't understand the professionalism that goes with
yes,
Cube.
bro.
Cube got a script broken down from top to bottom. When he's got glasses, when he's going to take them off, when he should have his jacket on, when his badge should show, when it shouldn't. Character breakdown completely. DJ is prepared, but DJ's prep is more of a what's our day look like, and we know what we're doing, but there's more of a good time laugh, ha
Right,
ha ha.
right.
If I got a couple takes to mess up with Cube because I'm silly, and then Cube because he was a producer, like, all right, man, come on, stop bullshit.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Stop playing around.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, you had your fun.
stop
Go
playing.
wild on this one. Now let's go.
Who would lie for me?
Yes.
Cube gonna lie. DJ gonna throw me under the bus.
Really?
Cube would put one out there for me. Cube would give you
Right.
he wasn't there.
Right.
Cube, that man's in a situation that he needs to focus on and get out of himself.
Who won't pick up the check? You going out, you guys order.
Dwayne.
Oh my God.
Really?
Dwayne
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
El Cheapo himself.
Really?
Yes, El Cheapatan.
What do you think he's worth?
A lot to not pick up a check. He'll always pat his pocket.
Oh,
brother.
he do the fake pat.
Brother, you
He
got
don't
your
do
wallet.
the-
I think
do he
mine's
do
in my.
Do he do the butt lift?
I must
too?
have
Like-
left mine in my. I think I left mine in the trailer or something, brother. You got this one?
Oh,
Yeah, I got
No
it, jackass.
way.
Like, yeah. He's Dwayne. 100%.
That was quick.
who would you choose to raise your kids?
I'm not taking either one of these guys.
Right? Yeah.
I'm not taking either one of these
I
guys.
think I would be better off.
Yeah, I'm not taking either one of them.
Raising your
not
kids.
not because I don't think they would be good parents, but because they're so close to their kids
Mm-hmm.
that I don't want to put my kids in that that
Cinderella
third tier environment. Hey, also get Kev kids
Yeah.
something to eat too. What? Yeah.
You think you
Yeah.
left them at school?
Yeah. Hey, the Kev kids eat. They just refer to them as Kev
Kev
Give them
kids.
something to eat.
Yeah, so throw
Who
them-
would drop everything for you in an emergency and
In an
like
emergency?
would be there?
Both
Both
guys.
of 'em.
Both guys, 100%. Two loyal, amazing friendships that I have right here.
Who would
Both
lie
of
to your face?
them. Who would lie to my face?
Yes.
They too grown to lie. They're too grown to lie. They're at that age where they don't need to lie. As stupid or as dumb as the truth may be, they'll just rather tell you and go, hey, I don't know what you want me to do.
Right here. I had to
That's
tell
it,
you.
yeah.
Who has the softer lips?
That's a stupid question because I have no idea where this is coming from.
Just want to see if you're going to answer that.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
How do you think though?
Nah. She said, who do you think though?
Not enough to even
Just
give it a
take a
thought.
guess. J. Cole dropped Kevin's Heart. At what point did you know about this track? At what point did you become involved with it?
We artists. There's nothing that isn't planned. There's nothing that the only people that don't know is planned are the people on the
Us.
outside
Yeah.
that get it. We had talks way before. We had talks about the song. J. Cole wanted to make me feel comfortable with hearing the song before I heard it and talking to me about it. And to people that listen to the song, really listen to the song. The song is about the battle that men
Go through.
on the successful level go through. It's a battle of choices on a day to day, from the right choices to wrong choices.
When you first heard it though, with it being called Kevin's Heart, Heart, were you kind of slow on it like, man, like
No, because I like what the song represented. You know, it's you don't run from the truth. You don't run from
I
something
do.
that you that you encountered. You know, I'm not the only guy.
Right.
I'm not the first guy. I'm not. It's life. It's life. And J. Cole is such a dope artist that he talks about life in a unique way. Whether it's done through rap battles, whether it's done through political views, whether it's done through his passion, his heart, his feeling at the moment, I think his success has only blossomed because he stayed true to him and what he. Oh, brother, listen. I don't go nowhere.
right?
I'm home. Dude, from the show, go follow me on IG or Snap. But just got done the show. You know what it is, in the gym.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning. Hey, gym time.
Yeah.
Okay, after the gym with my friends eating lunch.
Yeah,
Here we
yeah.
go. All right, guys. Everybody in the car, right? Hey, look, man, we are going to the plane. Just
Yeah.
landed. It's not about what I'm going to do. It's about today's today's environment. Today's environment is built off of my success comes from destroying something.
Yeah,
else.
man. Yeah.
And
And
that's-
everybody's on gotcha.
That's
Gotcha.
the biggest thing is I can get fame by attaching myself to this fame, and I was the one that did this to that fame, or I was the one that was with them when they did this. Those are the stories, and because of the internet and how we embrace it, if you look up and you look at where the popularity and fame comes from for a lot of these people, it comes from the debacle or storylines that went with other people. You know, the days of maneuvering one way are gone. You know, the days of that comfortable celebrity being comfortable and letting his guard down and having just a good natural time are
over.
gone. It's over.
Did
because you can't.
Kevin, did you talk with your wife Eniko about the J. Cole song and the
She was
video?
with me. We went to the studio together.
To hear it the first time?
Yeah, went to the studio together.
Did you add
Took it with me.
anything?
I knew what he wanted to talk about. I said, "Come on, babe, come with me."
I heard that.
Did you add anything or
Nope.
change anything at all?
Nope.
Once he presented it, you're like, okay, this is
Nope.
good.
Before this, where did you rank J. Cole in your favorite rappers list?
Me and J. Cole have been close for years. You don't do something like this without
Right.
having a relationship.
Right.
If I don't know J. Cole, this doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Like it's
Stop by the studio
yeah,
for
yeah.
what?
For what? I don't know you. What y'all doing there? I'm not
You
going
were-
over there.
you were
What you
fan-
inviting me
Is
to
this
that
a
dark
setup?
room for, brother?
Yeah.
I'm not going there.
But you were like fan first.
No, me and J. Cole. I knew J. Cole before all the stuff grew out.
Right, yeah,
Before
yeah.
J. Cole was coming to
You
my
know-
shows
you know-
in White Plains, New York. Before
dope.
I took off, I knew Jay after he had just got signed and he was rocking and excited about the steps that he was taking in the rap world by having an attachment with Jay-Z. I knew J. Cole way before.
Did you know what he was capable of?
Of
in
this
his career?
success?
Yeah.
J. Cole's, he's never not been a dope artist. His success just isn't highlighted because he doesn't highlight it.
Right.
People talk for him. His numbers speak for himself. People don't even realize J. Cole did a world tour in arenas.
Man.
He
All
he
right.
filled up arenas. He didn't go and do a bunch of shows at your local theaters or nightclubs. He was in arenas by himself. You know, Kendrick Lamar is another artist that now his success is being highlighted. He doesn't highlight it. The people highlight it. I'm more of I'm a marketing guy. I market myself and
Yeah.
I make sure that I'm out in front of and I'm constantly getting exposure to do this, to do that. I market. That's something else that I now have a love and a talent for. So my success is highlighted, but I help highlight it. Dwayne The Rock Johnson's success is highlighted, but he helps highlight it. He's with the fans. He's with the people. I'm out. You're looking at two guys that are so reserved
Yeah.
and so far away from that because they don't want that necessary attention. They're true to their people. They're true to their craft, but they do it in a way that's unique and special to them. That's why I respect J. Cole. That's why the video happened. That's why we collabed. And I said the one thing that we have to do is make it artistic. Let's make it art. Let's make
Yeah.
sure the video is done correctly and done right. And we tell the story in a way to where it's not comedic, it's real.
Kev, just real quick, I want to take your temperature. Have you been reading the Kanye book?
The Kanye book, you talking about the tweets?
Yeah.
Yes. Well aware of what's going on.
Do you
yeah.
do any political stuff when you're on stage? Are you going to Trump or you just
Not on stage. I'm not necessarily a political guy, but in this climate today, it's
Yeah,
hard
kinda.
it's hard to not be aware and up to speed on what's going on. I know Kanye.
Yeah, same here.
Kanye is a friend. I know the levels that he'll go to get said genius across. Once again, my opinion is just an opinion. I don't agree
Right.
with where he is or the way he's going about getting to the punchline or the point of what he's doing. I think we're in a point in time where the world is being divided. And I think a large piece of the division that's been promoted and amplified has come from the leader of the free world at times. So in no shape or form will I ever support that, or I
Right.
stand alongside with that, or do anything to draw more attention to that. Because from my opinion, which is just what this is.
Yes, sir.
It's an opinion. This isn't what you take and run with and that changes the world. It's my opinion. I think that any promotion uplifts the division that's been put upon us. I think on Kanye's side, once again, words like think are emphasized here. what he's trying to do or what his ultimate objection and stuff may be, is going to come back to a creative space where it was my reason for doing this was to bring people together or do something. I don't think that this is the way that he should have went about it.
I heard that.
That's my opinion. This doesn't change my love for Kanye.
Yes, sir.
Kanye's a friend. We're just in a disagreement about where he is right now.
Good to go.
I think he's an artist. I think he's a genius, and somehow he'll wrap this into something.
That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting to see
We're
how
all
the book
waiting
ends.
to see what that is.
I want to tell you this, man. You have been labeled a fake Philadelphia 76ers fan.
What?
You have been labeled that,
Who
man.
labeled
I
me that?
can't say
Wow.
Clipper Darrell. I
Who
can't
said
say
that?
who said it.
Who said that?
Clipper Darrell.
Darrell.
Just one of
They
the.
do know I'm from Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, he knows that, but
They do
he's
know
not
that,
the only one.
They do know that there was no celebration for Philadelphia in general for years because of a program that was suffering, right? From basketball and football.
Yes, sir.
They do understand that in Philadelphia, as fans and as a city, we didn't have anything to boast about for the last, I would say, let's go back 10 years. The last thing that we had to boast about was Donovan McNabb and Terrell Owens.
And
when-
this isn't me. This is just, somebody
No,
else
I'm just-
stating this.
I'm
And
just
this isn't
putting it
my
out there.
opinion.
I'm just putting it out there. You know?
The person's, we've heard, he's at Clipper games,
Yeah,
sitting in the
I live in
front
LA.
row. Yeah.
Yeah.
We never see, all of his Philly gear is new.
You know, the Sixers only come to LA twice.
Right.
I made both those games.
Right. Okay. All right. But how proud are you for your home team?
It's about
you know what I'm
the
saying?
city of Philadelphia. It's about the city of Philadelphia, man. You got to understand that we're a city that's been highlighted for everything but camaraderie. You know, we're
In the city of brotherly love.
Yeah, they talk about the level of violence. You know, the I guess you can say the sad but true. Education drop with teachers, with funding for our educational system.
But you
in
do a lot
Philadelphia.
for the city
I've
as
done so
well.
much. That's stuff that I do that I don't highlight. I tell you what's crazy. I spent about $500,000. I brought like computers and stuff for Philadelphia, right? Like I did for a certain side and the other side. I wanted to split it up with like the public schools, and they stole the computers.
Wow.
True story.
Damn.
True story. Stole the computers.
From both schools?
Stole them. So, computers gone, bro. Computers,
Damn.
gift certificates, everything gone. Everything. All right, it happens.
Wow.
That didn't make me frown on my city. That's not something that we got to the bottom of or that I even had help with. That was all me. That was me, my pocket. I did it. So now it's figuring out other ways to do things and still go back. But you don't lose the hope. So now when you look at your city and you see a different level of happiness with the people of the city, you don't understand the effect that the sports can have for the economy. The football team, the basketball team, the hockey. Oh my God, Philadelphia is an attraction. People go. When people go, businesses grow. When businesses grow, people get happier. More jobs are now available because businesses are expanding and spreading. I understand business. I understand economy. So my celebration for the city of Philadelphia is much bigger than just the moment of the game. It's about the possibilities for what Philadelphia can now do and be.
What's your relationship with Meek Mill? I know he went
my guy.
straight from the damn near from the sale
guy.
to the helicopter to the game.
I went there to visit him, and on the day that I visited, he got out. Crazy.
What were y'all conversations like the last few days of his
It's
incarceration?
all, I talk to him all the time. I talk to him on the phone all the time. The biggest thing for me was making sure that his mental was right. I want to make sure that you understand where you are, why you're here, but keep in mind there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm very big on finding positives and negatives. In this particular situation, you're not in here for life. This isn't a life sentence. You're in here for a period of time, and in this period of time, gather your thoughts. Think about the best way to change when you get out. And what I love about the conversation that he's giving back is it's about correcting the system. Because while being in there, he's now amongst other men that made mistakes and then were slapped with heavy probation sentences. So after they made another small mistake, the probation sentence comes back up, and now these guys are doing 3 to 5 over getting caught with a piece of weed.
Right.
Or they're doing 3 to 5 over an encounter with a traffic stop that violated the probation. Or they took a trip to New York to go and have a nightclub thing and something happened and the parole officer saw. Now they're doing 3 to 5. And you're starting to see the injustice in the system and how we're set up to fail no matter what. And I told him, now that you have a platform, that platform should be used to bring awareness to the guys that you just left. You can't get out and turn your back on the guys that you just left. This can't be a topic of conversation while you were in there and all these people stood up because it's you. Everybody else doesn't have the relationships that you have. They don't have the means.
We don't have Beyonce singing on records.
They don't have this.
Right.
I said, but you were in there with them and they got you. You had us. So now that we spoke up on your behalf, now it's your job to get us to speak up for the things that we may not be aware to. 100%.
Kevin, we had your ex-wife, Tori Hart, in the neighborhood. Oh, did she talk about your dick size? Oh, my gosh. You know, y'all think Kevin is just little in height. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I call him Little Kev, and, you know. Okay, she didn't say any of that. But let me tell you what she did say that struck me the wrong way. Our kids go to school together. I found out that your son, I don't want to say his name, Hendrix.
You said it. So you just said
I said I don't want to say his name. I didn't say I'm not going to say his name. I said I don't want to say his name.
Okay.
Your son Hendrix, he had a crush on my daughter. Alrighty.
Yeah.
I can't have this as a dad.
Well,
I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know that there's a lot of money there and influence, and she'll be well taken care of. But she's 9.
Big. Well,
and I'll fight your son, Kevin.
Well, listen. Okay. First of all, my son is great with his hands. I don't know if you've seen the
I've seen the
videos.
fake ass videos you put up, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You never see me putting the Taekwondo videos of my son Jaden, who will beat the bells off your son.
All I'm saying with my son is just don't miss.
Right.
You know, just make sure you connect on that first one.
There it is.
His
You know
counter game is me.
Right,
That's the first thing. The second thing is, look, man, kids will be kids.
Yeah.
Okay? And
what does
in
that
this
mean,
particular
Kev?
case.
Because I remember when I was a kid.
Yeah, well,
I
in this
remember hiding
particular
go get
case.
it. I remember all
How
that.
do you go get it?
I'm happy. I'm happy it's not my daughter. You know, I don't know what I would do in your position.
Okay, so it's okay to choke him.
No. I'm just saying, look, he's a good kid. He's a smart
he
kid.
is. Did you think that your son was going to turn out as cool as he is?
No.
Your
son is cool.
son
He's cool
has
as hell.
turned into
It's scary.
a
Yo.
little like
He's a cool
swagger
kid.
bucket.
Listen,
like,
he's a cool kid, man. Literally, when I say your kids,
not cool enough for my daughter,
Well, I'm not
but
saying
cool
that.
enough for one of them other little
Yeah,
hearts
I'm
that
not
go to the
saying
school.
that. But if that happened in the future, he's a good kid. He's just
I
a
think
cool,
you guys would be great in-laws.
He's a good kid.
In-laws?
Yeah, like you guys become family.
Family.
He's a
Crazy
good
as hell.
kid.
So spend
Imagine
Christmases
that.
together,
Crazy.
He's a
Easter.
smart,
Hey,
good kid.
you see
And
his
he's
dad,
well,
right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That'd be like a
apple,
funny
the
get
tree.
together.
What I'm getting little Chula into?
Hendrix
Don't nobody-
writes love letters.
Yeah, he
That's
wrote my daughter a
beautiful,
love
okay?
letter.
That's beautiful.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That don't sound like dude.
Yeah.
Not
what his
writing.
mom
He may
said.
have said something. I don't think that doesn't sound like.
Yeah.
That's probably his mother putting the 2 on the 10.
No, I got the letter.
Well, then that's different.
Yeah.
Trying to get my son out the hole here.
Just do me a favor, man. As a dad, I don't know if your son listened to you or not. I don't know if you're a real influence. You say you are, but I don't know. Tell your son to stay away from my daughter.
Listen, I'll do the best
And
that I
tell
can.
him to stop running away from me when I don't have your number. When I don't have your number, I'll be like,
First of all,
hey, Hendrix, where you
He's
at?
doing what he's told.
I know.
He's doing what he's told.
I know he is,
I
man.
said, you see the picture, right?
Yeah.
You know what to do. You know what to do. You see him coming.
Yeah, don't.
You beeline the other way.
Yeah, don't
all right?
yell fire, just run.
Yeah, he's
You
a
know?
bad man.
Yeah.
All right, so he knows.
He wants daddy's phone
Yeah,
number.
he knows. Okay, just go.
He need the ratings. He wants your dad to come down, and I'm taking
Just
away
go.
from you. You know the day when I left you at school, guess who I was with? Who? Big boy.
He's a good kid, though,
Yeah,
man.
he is, man. You
I'm
got
so proud
some
of
great
him.
kids, man.
So proud
You
of
got
him,
some
man.
great kids. You got some great kids.
I'm
I'm
proud
waiting
of
for you
him.
to
I'm
say it
proud to
back,
have.
Kevin.
Huh?
You have some great kids.
Yeah, no, thank you. I said thank you.
But I'm
least
waiting for
say
you to
it
throw it
today.
back. You have some great kids, Kevin.
He has some
What?
great kids.
You
too.
have some
What do you-
great
I don't
kids,
understand
Kevin.
what
Need
you
a
boy.
favor?
Oh,
You have some great
oh.
kids, Kevin.
Well, brother, I thank you
And-
for saying that I have great kids.
You do, and you do have some
Big boy,
great
you have-
kids,
And
Kevin.
you got a what is it
Wow,
called? You got
great kids.
No, seriously, you got his Biggs kids are
Yes, they
unbelievable,
are.
man.
Say it
Very,
again. Let me
very
turn your
smart.
mic up.
How
Everybody
scary
mic.
is it that they're growing up so fast? Though? Do you remember when we were going to their little plays and they were just like holding
Oh,
up
my
signs
God,
and they
bro.
couldn't do everything?
It's
like,
crazy
it's
now.
quick now. They're,
It's crazy to
They're
see my
people.
son at 11 just next to you and him looking down at you now.
Wait, Hold on.
It's
Big,
just
that's
when you
not-
fast forward, because you got to think they've been in
Big,
school together
I know.
since they were in like
Big, that's
pre-K
not-
and kindergarten.
That's not the. I
and
don't-
now for him to say, is Kevin Hart really a man? And,
yeah,
you
Big,
know,
that's-
when is he going to turn
you
the
know,
corner?
You know,
Just-
Big. That would. I don't think that we went the same. We didn't go down the same road just now.
No.
I was going-
I'm talking about Jaden. Like when
I know.
when
I
he
know.
see
I know
y'all
you
together.
I know your son. I know your
Yeah,
son,
yeah.
Big. I know your son. Okay. Now, first of all, you know, I want to talk to you.
Okay.
Just we'll talk off
Okay,
air.
all right, yeah.
Nobody knew how tall your son was.
Right,
Nobody
right,
needed
right.
to know where.
I'm
we
not saying how
saw.
tall he is. I'm saying
but
how short
nobody,
you are.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about.
But you
Big.
made it, bro.
This is
You
what-
turned
I know.
this-
I know that.
Okay.
I know. I made it, Big. But you know, that's your opinion. What
Right, yeah,
you,
exactly.
What you think is short isn't short to others.
I didn't say-
consider myself.
I didn't say-
to
I
be
said
a,
my
to be
son.
A
We were
grown-
talking about-
a grown man that sits at a nice height. You know,
Who?
A nice
I'm not the
height?
problem.
Wait.
The people that are tall are the problem.
Oh, okay,
You know,
all right.
if you
I
look
agree.
at society shows tall people hate themselves.
Donald Trump is
Yes,
tall.
Yeah,
Society
and what does that say?
shows.
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
really go to looking at analytics behind the brain of tall people and how they operate on a day to day,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Because you got to think, like I say, we did Soul Plane together.
Yeah.
We did the MTV show together.
we did.
our own. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, we did.
You're your height. I'm like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
And look, I'm still here.
Well, it's
And you have
because of your
propelled.
height. Now,
There
look
it
at me, Tom Cruise. I
Yes.
Go down the list of them.
But you stop there. Big Boy
Big
Neighborhood.
Boy.
Kevin Hart, definitely want to thank you for coming into the
Thank
neighborhood,
you.
man.
Thank you guys.
So
man.
many things coming up. Are y'all gonna do a ride along 3? You guys
Me and
doing it?
Cube have had conversations. You know, it's all about the material. It's all about
Yeah,
the
man.
script. You know, me and
That-
Cube were never the problem. It's just the development of it. And I think that's what I love the most about him. He's a perfectionist. And when you got a guy like that in the producing corner, you know, Cube was a producer on both. So
Yeah,
I
man.
trust him to get it right, get it there. And he knows that I'm always going to be there for him. The minute that he says, Kev, I want to go, I'm going with
And
you.
the great things that's around the corner, man, with the whole entire Heartbeat Productions,
Yeah.
everything
A lot of stuff
that you
going
got
on, man.
coming up, man. And we can't forget, we're going to sell out the Hollywood
Hollywood Bowl, man.
June
Hollywood Bowl.
7th, man. That's going to be a magical, great night for
I
you,
can't
bro.
wait, man.
I
June
thank you
7th.
for always coming to the neighborhood,
Always.
bro.
Keeping it real.
Always, yeah. And definitely keeping it real. You kept them way more real than I would have.
Well, it's conversation. I have no
Just,
problem
well,
with.
you know, it's conversations I wouldn't want to have.
Well,
All right, well, thank you all for saying Kevin Hart in the neighborhood. Yeah, we on the real, and I'm like, I ain't saying that. Kevin Hart in the neighborhood, big boy
Big
neighborhood.
boy.